What's up everybody, Andrew here. I am coming to you from my kitchen where lighting is the best, although you can see it bouncing off of my head that it is pretty yellow. I will work on the lighting. However, I am starting a new segment called Weaponry Wednesday. I saw a lot of different segments. There's Firearm Friday, there's Sunday Gun Day. I decided to go with Weaponry Wednesday because I'm going to talk about all sorts of different items that you might encounter on a daily basis or once a weekend. Well, that will be knives, guns, EDC items, and maybe some archery stuff. I got my son a bow and arrow for his birthday, and we shot that in the backyard, and I plan on making a video about that in the future. But an item that I saw, or two items, or a series of items that I saw a couple months ago at SHOT Show were the SOG or SOG Q1 and Q2, or the Q series. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I've got the SOG SOG Q1 and Q2. I've been really excited about getting these for a while now, and let's talk about them. First, we'll talk about the Q1, and this is it's got 4 tools: spring-assisted scissors, medium flat screwdriver, bottle opener, and a ballpoint pen. So this could be a nice EDC pen because it's not that big. So let's open this bad boy up. More tape. So ever since I saw these at SHOT Show, I was like, I gotta have it because it is a pretty nice item. So get this unboxed, and there it is. Like I said, 4 tools. We're gonna go under a different camera here in a second and get some better shots at it. So we'll just take this tape off. So I wanted to start this series, just something else to talk about. You know, there are different so many different things to talk about, and you know, I might think of something that somebody else doesn't think about, and vice versa. I learn a lot from YouTube, I really do. So here's the Q2. So both of these they fold. So here are the Q1 and the Q2 side by side. You can see that the Q2 is just a little bit longer. The Q1 is listed at 5.6 inches, and then the Q2 is measured at 6.3 inches. So this is just for reference, a bill is about 6.25 inches long, and the Q1 is just a little shy, and then the Q2 is just a little bit longer. It doesn't have weight. Well, actually, the product weight for the Q2 is 3 ounces, and then the Q1 is listed at 2.4 ounces. So on both tools, we'll just get this out of the way. They have the bottle opener and a flathead screwdriver. So it would have been nice to see that if they put something different on the end. I imagine that most people that are going to get this series are going to get Q1, the Q1 and Q2. The Q3 and then Q4, they get a little bit bigger inside. The Q4 is huge. The Q3 is bigger than the Q2. So I would imagine that most people are going to get these two. So it would have been nice to see a different tool on the end of one of these and not have a duplicate. That being said, let's take a look at the Q1. So looking at the Q1, like I mentioned, it has the flathead and then the bottle opener. You can also use this as a little pry bar should you need to pry something. I wouldn't put a great deal of force on this, but if you need to do like a soda top can or a beer can, you could use that, but I wouldn't put any incredible force on this because that will probably break. It's got a pocket clip. Actually, it seems pretty heavy duty. That's a pretty good pocket clip. And then moving forward, you have the pen. Let's see how it writes. So it feels, it's bigger in the hand than a normal pen, but I got blue ink, that's kind of weird, but usually it should be black. And this just unscrews. You can probably buy refillable cartridges, and it says on here, I won't be able to focus that, it says writeanywhere.com, so I guess that's where you can get the refillable cartridges from. But it was really just a quarter turn, has a gasket on it, but writes nice enough. Like, it is a little big in the hand, but it doesn't feel too big. And then we'll get into the scissors. So to deploy the scissors, you pull it apart, and then there are the scissors. And they're spring assisted. So they'll come back on their own. So we'll cut this envelope here. These are pretty good scissors. Now they're not as good as the bigger scissor, because the blade is only an inch, so you're not going to be able to get a fast cut, but they are nice and sharp. So that does it for the Q1. Let's take a look at the Q2. So starting, again, you have the same thing. I won't go over that again. But then you have the flashlight, and it's a simple twist on. It's 75 lumens, but it's actually pretty bright. Let's take this outside and see. So we're out in the back, and 75 lumens, it's showing up a lot better in person. Plus it's, it only has one setting, but if you're just walking around, in a parking lot or whatnot, you can get decent amount of light. It's not the best flashlight, but these trees are probably 20 or 30 feet in front of me, and it lights it up pretty well. And it does come, it's just a screw off. It comes with a AAA battery. There's a red disc in there when you get it that you would need to take apart, and then it's just a twist on, twist off. One setting, 75 lumens. And then this one, so this red tab right here has a lock, and you need to press. So the knife is right here in the middle. So you need to press, and you need to be careful because the knife comes out of there. So you need to press And be careful, see if you can see that it's coming out. So you won't be able to deploy this very fast without the risk of hurting yourself. So the lock, that red tab, has a male part that fits in this female part, and that's what keeps it locked. Now I was watching somebody else's video where you can really put a lot of pressure on this and it'll fly open. I really don't recommend doing that for safety reasons, but that's the knife. It would be 2.5, 3 inches. And so yeah, I mean, that safety mechanism could have been done a little bit differently, because you are kind of opening it into your hand, which, you know, that tip is hitting my palm. Anyway, let's see how sharp this knife is. This is just another envelope, which it's not a piece of paper. So we'll see how sharp this knife is. I must have gotten a dull one, because unless it's cutting with my left hand. So far, I don't know if this will be able to cut butter. So it's not very sharp by any means. It's not even cutting this thin piece of paper. So that's my quick review of the SOG Q1 and the SOG Q2. I wear scrubs to work, so I wanted something where I can put these in a pocket maybe, and it would be rather discreet, and I'd have a pen, a bottle opener, which I wouldn't need at work, a screwdriver. Would have been nice if the Q2 had a Phillips head. This is a little big. It would have been nice if this was a little smaller for a Phillips head. You can get a bigger screw maybe, but it would have been nice if this was maybe indented a little bit and you able to fit the Phillips head on here, because I mean, you're really getting these two together, and then and it's redundancy. You don't need a bottle opener and a flathead and a bottle opener and a flathead. The flashlight's nice because I can take it out of my pocket, and you know, in the operating room it's dark, so I can just take it out, and it's small enough that hands-free. So the knife is just an added bonus, although really didn't cut the paper. And then these scissors are useful on the Q1. The pen, even though it's blue ink, wrote pretty nicely. And I think these are going to be nice EDC tools that you could keep in your on your person, which wouldn't stand out as tactical or weaponry of sorts. It just looks, you know, that's what you would see in your pocket. It really looks no different than a regular pen light that a nurse would carry around, or, you know, looks like a beefed up pen. But I paid $39.99 for the Q1 and $49.99 for the Q2 at Bass Pro Shops. And I think I'm going to put this into my rotation. It might be, this one, the Q2 might be a little deep for a scrub pocket, but my phone sits out a little bit. And that's my phone. And they're about the same length. So with the pocket clip, it'll probably sit in there actually just perfect. And the pocket clips, as I mentioned, are pretty strong. So maybe tomorrow night at work, I'll carry these on me and see how it goes. This Q2 has a little lanyard hole. I don't know about that. I don't know. But if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Hit that red subscribe button to see more videos like this, and look forward to getting this Weaponry Wednesday going. And we'll talk about all sorts of different things in regards to items like these. I know I want to get a rifle video and then archery video, and then got a couple other videos planned. So hit that red subscribe button if you want to see more like this, and we'll see you in the next video.